the question I wanted to ask you, part of it you already answered. That is, I wanted to ask whether you're a spiritual person. It is but natural. You have already told that you're a spiritual person. So how do you look at your presence in this world today?
I feel that when we go through experiences in life, we develop two reactions to it. One is we either become cynical towards life or we develop compassion. But only either one of these reactions. I decided to become compassionate consciously. When you know pain, you understand when another is going through pain too. So it's important to appreciate and be supportive. If you cannot support, stay away. Don't create further negative. So I felt that in my way, whatever way I can, I would try my best to not be hurtful, or rather be more encouraging and inspiring to another by my own example. Rather than go and tell someone, why aren't you doing this, why aren't you doing that, you're like this, you're like that. That doesn't help. Do, show, present, leave it. That's it. If they want to take on from there, they change their life and somebody else's too. So I hope that it goes like a circle that way and helps them.
Of course, you talked about the highest form of love, that is compassion. And practicing compassion is not so easy. It's a conscious effort. It takes a lot from a person to practice conscious compassion. I'm sure it's not been easy to forgive so easily as you have done. It must have had its toll onto you, and coming to that particular phase of accepting things. I think everything begins with acceptance. So that 1 year which you decided to just cry it out and accept the fact and then move on.
1 month in return for 10 years. That's it. No crying after.
Okay, 1 month is pretty okay. Yeah, 1 year was not right. So maybe I misheard it. Okay, so this I'm sure is why the tagline came to me as brave and beautiful for you. You actually are brave and beautiful and an inspiration to many, as evident as the comments that are coming in. So once again, a hi to everybody. And when we have such a powerful person who is an example of transformation herself in many aspects, whether it is in acting, whether it is in maintaining yourself, whether it is in being fit and being beautiful. So I am sure we will be able to learn a lot from you. And with your new enterprise, I would like you to just give some highlights about this new enterprise that you have taken up.
Yes. Fitness has been something, or keeping my focus on fitness, on my health, on my nutrition, has given me back control of my life. Most of us women, we tend to forget that we need to do something for ourselves. Most women still keep waiting for that elusive love from someone else. It's within us. We have to treat ourselves the way we want another to treat us. The simple logic is, if I don't love me, why will anyone else love me?
True.
Right? If I am not willing to tell myself that I love myself and treat myself well, why will someone else treat me better?
Sure.
Right? So that way I realize that every woman just needs to step into that conscious realization of the fact. And once she does, once she is inspired, then she will just take over from that point. It becomes so easy for her to take over from there and take charge of her life and change things for the better for her. And it has to be me first, always. There's nothing wrong in that. Me first is very important for a woman. And that me first comes from good health. She has to be healthy mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, in order to take care of others too. That's where Miracle Transformation comes in, because it talks about a whole holistic approach towards health. Like it says, transformation, miracle, because it has been a miracle itself to get out and get up and to do things.
So it is MERACLE, miracle.
Transformation. There are going to be many more things happening in that. For now, it started with fitness. So I would call this collaboration AFX Miracle Fitness. One of my dear friends and fitness professional, and what do you say? He's He's a mentor. He is a huge source of inspiration and motivation to many. He's a bodybuilding athlete himself. He's won many awards and achievements. Uh, so our concept is to bring fitness to family, to the entire
Mm-hmm.
family, introduce and holistically strengthen everyone to be the best version of themselves. And we've brought this concept online now. It is already online. It's available online. And my friend's name is Anand Xavier.
Yeah.
He's at Get Fit with Anand Xavier. That's the tag.
Okay.
And
At
of
the
course,
rate Get Fit with Anand Xavier,
Get Fit
right?
with Anand Xavier. That's right. So
Wonderful.
he's my fitness partner, and we've just started. Like I said, the fitness program is already online. He can be contacted for the same, and I'm also working on my certification at the moment.
Certification in fitness
Fitness and nutrition, yeah. I want to do that.
to be a trainer.
Yeah, to learn more about fitness, to learn more about diet, about nutrition, better. Why not? I want to
Wonderful.
get better. I've been doing this for more than 2 decades, but I want to know what I'm doing better.
Oh, wonderful. I've been associated with certain doctors who are also into fitness and other fields. So in Virar, they have a clinic and she's also equally inspiring and she's an amazing person. And that's how I got the insight of, this fitness funda that has come and how we can definitely make a change in our lives. To be
Yes.
brave and beautiful, I'm sure. So all the best to this great venture of yours. And Meera Vasudevan turning into an entrepreneur is what I'm seeing. And all that you were talking about reminded me about two pictures. Two pictures were constantly flashing in my mind when I was talking to you. And I think you will also remember. This is from the poem The Oak and the Rushes. The
The
oak and the rushes. The oak tree is tall, huge, and stands like a rock. And then you have the rushes, which are very thin and reed like, which bends with the flow of the water, but they are also able to survive. So both these pictures were flashing in front of me, and I said, yes, at times you are like an oak, at times you are like the rushes or the reed, which will go with the flow, but will maintain the groundedness with definitely Krishna in your heart and your great mentor. So may the best come to you. We do have a few minutes. We will continue because after a few minutes, it is going to get disconnected. There is a time limit here that we have almost of 1 hour. So we've reached
May I
around
ask
15
you a
minutes.
question in these 2 minutes?
Yeah,
If I can ask you a question, with your permission, can I ask you a question?
definitely, definitely.
I would like to know, when is it in your journey from a teacher? When was it that you evolved, and when did gratitude get into your heart to know that this is what you are doing too? How did you know this was your calling? It has everything to
Uh,
do with gratitude. I know that. It has to
yeah,
have that gratitude. Otherwise, you can't serve others the way you are.
gratitude was something that was instilled into me from my mom. So it was a part of me since a long, long time. But my first introduction to coaching somebody came when Jayashree Mish told me, you just hurry up, go to that girl's house. There is something that is wrong with her. I know that you can do it. So it was Jayashree Mish who sent me to one student's house, and there were certain issues that she was going through, and I counseled her almost for a year and a half. And this girl has responded so well, and she came out of the trauma, whatever it was, and she looked at life in a positive way. And after a few years, I come to know that she's suffering from cancer, and just happened to give a call on New Year asking how she is, and that's what her father shared. And there was a lot of stages that she went through. I said, just give me, I got a sign from the universe that this case is going to be successful. Now, what that sign was, it's a long story, so I'll cut it short. And then I told the father, give me 10 sessions. I just want 10 sessions of 2 hours each. Let me just do what I have to do. You do whatever you're doing, but give me this 10 sessions of 20 hours. So we went around, and she was a very, very difficult person to, accept whatever I'm telling. She was double smart. So whatever I planned, she knew she would go one step ahead. So I had to be really smart. I have always got very smart people in my life. So that's the challenge that I used to love. So we used to go like that. And after the seventh session, she was undergoing chemotherapy. 6 sessions she was supposed to do. And after my seventh session, she sends me a message on the phone saying that, ma'am, I am free of cancer. And
Nice,
today,
nice.
she's handling 6 businesses of her father after having done masters in entrepreneurship from UK. So
Wow.
every time that I go through a difficult phase, I think of her and I get inspired. And I say, at such a young age, at 19 years, imagine, at 19 years, she went through so much. Still, even during that time, she would teach dance. She's a Bharatanatyam dance teacher. So she would teach dance even during those painful times, and all her routines would be done.
Wow.
So my heart is filled with gratitude to Jayashree teacher and my school, Vivek Vidyalaya, for giving me the opportunity to help people, as well as knowing that I got some capacity to help people,
Wow.
and I was doing counseling and psychotherapy at that time. They knew it. And for this, I'm grateful to Neelu ma'am for introducing me into masters in psychotherapy and counseling. And that changed my life. That changed my life. I've had wonderful people in my life. Wonderful. I would say you children are the root, the wind beneath my wings. I'm so emotionally connected to all my students. Yes, I have not been able to disconnect from them. Sorry. I have not been able to disconnect from them. Whatever pains them pains me. Whatever success they have, I believe I win when they win. So it's a beautiful journey and I'm enjoying it. I sometimes enjoy the pain as well as grow through the pain. So it's been really beautiful. I do have one more question. I think it's already time up. And I'll just very quickly take you across to one question. That is, if
Sure.
you could sing a song describing your love for your son, what would it be?
I have a poem for my son. May I read it?
One. Yes, please.
I have a poem which was already published, which I'd like
Okay.
to read a few snippets from the
Sure.
poem. Okay. Here
Sure,
it
sure.
says, "It is my darling Valentine. Sorry, my darling Valentine. Your lovely kisses on my cheek, your naughty nibbles on my ear, make my knees go weak. Your gaze that's fixed upon me, your cries for attention when you see me leave. When I sing and take you in my arm, you hum along, your breath in my ear, so warm. Weary, you rest your head on my lap. Together, we rock gently back and forth so you can take a restful nap. As the door opens, you squeal in delight. I throw my worries aside and hold you to my breast so tight. I don't worry about as much as I can. It's actually a very long poem. No better way to tell the world a relation bound by love and blood, and one so timeless and old. How can it feel so new every time? All fade into oblivion, so steeped in our love that life then seems to fall into rhyme. My dear Valentine, my son, you're the cause of my joy, my cheer, my life's reason to be. You'll grow up and find your love in this world. Then proudly I'll claim that you're my baby. That's it.
Superb, superb, superb. Thank you so much. It was
Thank you.
beautiful. We have 20 seconds left. If you would like to give a message to Zindagi Ka Parcha Chai Pe Charcha Biji ke saath. फटाफट बोलिए.
Yes, I would say be conscious, be compassionate, be the best version of you. Make the effort to do the best for you. Put yourself first always. You are number one always.
Love you, love you, love you loads. And may the best come to you. Thanks for viewing, and I'm sure you've had a good time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share as much as possible so that others too can be enlightened. We'll be happy to bring you more and more videos, and if you have any queries with regards to personal development and personal growth, do write to us at seminarbiji@gmail.com or message us on 8355 824 990. I win when you win. God bless.